Welcome back to another college football video in which today we'll be having a battle between two Big 12 conference teams, the Kansas State Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. It'll be interesting to see how Chris Kleiman's team will face off against Steve Sarkisian's team. It'll be a fun battle at quarterback between Will Howard and Quinn Ewers. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think will win this game in real life, and what do you guys think the score will be? If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate all the support. So without further ado, let's get into this one as we are here in Austin, Texas. Let's get it. The Longhorns get the ball to start off the game, and here on 3rd and 9, Quinn Ewers has a nice clean pocket and waits for Jatavian Sanders to get open in the middle of the field as he gets 23 yards on the play and a first down. And let's take a look at the replay right here as the Longhorns near midfield, as they are really close to Kansas State territory. Here on 1st and 10, Quinn Ewers will hand it off to the running back Keelan Robinson, who gets the first down and rushes for 11 yards on the play as the Texas fans celebrate right here. Here on 1st and 10, Quinn Ewers will once again give it to Keelan Robinson, who dodges a tackle and rushes for 10 yards, and this will bring up a 2nd and inches for the Longhorns. Here on 2nd and inches, once again, they'll give it to the running back Robinson, who will rush for 3 yards and get the first down. It is now 3rd and 8, and Quinn Ewers has time in the pocket and waits for his man to try and get open, but he forces the ball, and the safety Payne is there, and that is the first turnover of the game as VJ Payne comes up with the interception. Those are some missed points for the Longhorns offense. Let's see if it will come to haunt them, as Will Howard and the Kansas State offense will now come onto the field for the first time today. Here on 1st and 10, Will Howard will give it out to the running back Ward, who is stopped by the defender for negative yardage, and this will bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Kansas State offense. Let's take a look right here as the running back tries to get to the outside but cannot get out of the grasp of the Texas defender. It is now 3rd and 12 for Kansas State, and Will Howard has time in the pocket but checks it down to Trayshawn Ward, who only gets 6 yards on the reception, and this will bring up a 4th and 6, and the Kansas State offense will now have to punt the ball back to Texas. Texas get good field position from the punt, and on 1st and 10, they're going to hand it off to their workhorse running back Keelan Robinson, who gains 10 yards on the play and gets the first down. It is now 2nd and 4, and Quinn Ewers will snap it to the running back, and Robinson has some space down the middle of the field and rushes for 9 yards, and this will set up a 1st and goal for the Texas Longhorns inside the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It is now 3rd and goal for the Texas offense, and Quinn Ewers has time in the pocket and throws it into double coverage. Lucky he didn't get it picked right there, and this will bring up a 4th and goal for the Longhorns at the 7-yard line. And Texas will settle for the field goal attempt right here, and they are first on the board, taking a 3-0 lead over Kansas State with 14 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Here on 1st and 10, Will Howard has a read option and takes it himself as he avoids in the defender, and he decides to stutter step, and he will take it into Texas territory right around the 34-yard line. Kansas State will take a timeout after that play, and they think they're in field goal range, and the kicker's kick is wide left. And just like that, Kansas State cannot quite get on the board before the end of the first half. Kansas State get the ball here on 3rd and 7, and Will Howard has some time in the pocket and will get it out to Phillip Brooks for a 7-yard reception, and this will be enough for the first down and will keep the Kansas State drive alive. Here on 1st and 10, Will Howard will give it to the running back Ward, who is immediately stopped and loses 4 yards on the play, and this will bring up a 2nd and 14. Let's take a look at the replay right here as the O-line cannot block the upcoming defenders. It is now 3rd and 13 for Will Howard and the Kansas State offense, and he will try to air it out, and it is deflected by Ryan Watts for an incompletion, and this will bring up a 4th and 13, and Kansas State will have to punt the ball back to Texas. Here on 2nd and 9, Quinn Ewers has a lot of spot time in the pocket, and he will get it out to Keelan Robinson for a 9-yard reception and a first down. First reception for the running back today. It is now 2nd and 3 for the Longhorns, and they're going to give it to Robinson, who is stopped short, and will bring up a 3rd and 3. Let's take a look at the replay right here as the defender got through and was waiting for the running back. Here on 3rd and 3, Quinn Ewers will give it to Robinson, and it is immediately stopped, kind of like a mirror image of the last play, as the defender just gets through and the running back has no chance. Here on 4th and 3, Texas is going to go for it, and Quinn Ewers has a wide open man in Jatavian Sanders, and they gain 13 yards on the play, as the Wildcat isn't too happy, and Texas are now at the Kansas State 30-yard line. Here on 1st and 10, Ewers is going to give it to Robinson, who has a nice hole and gains 8 yards on the rush, making it a 2nd and short. Here on 2nd and 2, Ewers will give it to Robinson, who will take it up the middle and rush for 4 yards, and this will force Kansas State to have to use their first timeout of the second half. Here on 1st and 10, Ewers will once again give it to Robinson, who will take it up the gut and will make it a 2nd and 1. And Kansas State will take their second timeout, and if they can't get a stop on this 2nd and 1 or 3rd down, it'll be game over. Here on 2nd and 1, Quinn Ewers will try and quarterback sneak it. He gains a yard, but just comes short of the line to gain, and this will bring up a 3rd and inches. Let's take a look at this goal line stand, as Quinn Ewers just got rocked before reaching the first down. And this time here on 3rd and inches, Quinn Ewers will take it up the gut, and he will gain 2 yards on the rush, getting the first down for the Texas Longhorns, and this shall seal the game as they can now go into victory formation. They decide here though that they want to run the ball, and they give it to Keelan Robinson, who gains 4 yards on the rush and sets up a 2nd and goal inside the 5, right around the 2-yard line. Here on 2nd and goal, they're going to give it to their running back once again, Robinson, as he muscles his way into the end zone and gets a 2-yard touchdown run. And just like that, Texas will now take a 10-0 lead over Kansas State with 46 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And it is now 2 scores, and it'll be tough, if not impossible, for K-State to come back. But Will Howard and the Kansas State offense still have something to say, as he airs one out and gets it over the top of the Texas defense. And just like that, they score on one play on a 75-yard touchdown pass. Kansas State will go for the onside kick right here, but it is easily recovered by Texas's Isaiah Nair. And just like that, Texas can now go into victory formation and run down the clock to triple zeros. And that is exactly what Texas will do as the clock winds down to triple zeros, and Texas will defeat Kansas State 10-7. What a close game we had between these two teams. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think will win this game in real life, and what do you guys think the score will be? If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate all the support. If you're a fan of college football and or the NFL, we'll be covering both all season long. Appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.